Hello there. Okay, today I want to do a little bit of an experimental video. I've got various types of alcohol ink and I wanted to see how they behaved and which one I preferred. Lots of people have lots of different techniques and they prefer different alcohol inks, and I've never really compared them all in one go before, so I wanted to do that. So I've got the Pinata, which are probably one of the most well-known brands, and they're quite readily available. Then I've got Dipon, which I hadn't seen before until I went on to buy epoxy resin, and I noticed these on their website and I thought, oh, I'll have a go with those. They look quite interesting and I love these because they're pearl. And then these ones I found on Amazon when I was looking through, and these are, I think it's Sig Wong. I'm not sure how they say it. But yes, so I bought these. They're only small bottles, but they were a good price, I thought, really, for the set. So there's those. I have done some calculations to compare the prices for you. And then these ones I made myself using Sharpie pens. I researched and lots of people had luck with them. If I did it again, I think I would use less. I used 30 mils of alcohol per bottle. I think I would probably do a little bit less to make them a little bit more concentrated. Some of the colours came out really rich and some of them came out really wish-washy. I couldn't find a white Sharpie pen. I don't know whether they do them. So the white I made using titanium dioxide and alcohol. I'm not 100% happy with the white. It's very dense in places, and as you can see, it's difficult to get it to mix. So yeah, I need to do a little bit more research on white alcohol ink, but we'll see how it performs compared to the others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a controlled test. So I'm going to use this mould here. I would have preferred a slightly bigger one, but this is all I've got. And I'm going to do sort of 10 to 15 mil each one, and then I'll do the same in each one, and then I'll have each one with using the white alcohol ink to see how it disperses to the bottom, and then I'm going to do one of each without white to see how the colours merge, in case I didn't want to use white, because quite often I like effects that haven't always got white in them. So I thought we'll do that on the bottom and then we'll compare and see how they go. So I did do some calculations first, but this all depends on, obviously, if you buy them in a set, if you buy them singly. The Pinata I got as a set and they cost me £2.70 each, but I did look to see what you could get them singly, and singly you could get them anywhere between £3.50, £3.99, £4.35. So I've averaged the price out at £3.99, just, you know, for in the middle sake. The Dippon were in euros, but I converted them, so they worked out as £4.33. Now all these are slightly different sizes, so I have actually worked them out per mil as well. So the Sig Wong worked out as 94 pence per bottle, and then the homemade worked out as £1.33 a bottle. So as they're all different sizes, that wasn't really a very good way to compare. So I did it per mil. So at an average cost, obviously Amazon prices, they go up and down. So at an average cost, the Pinata worked out as 29 pence per mil. Obviously, as I said, if you get them in a set like I did, that comes out about cheaper and comes out as about sort of 24 pence per mil. The Dipon worked out at 22 pence per mil. These aren't as easy to get hold of. They do them on Amazon, but sort of a bit more sporadically. Whether you can get them from anywhere else, I'm not sure. So if anybody does see these anywhere else, let me know. The Sig Wong worked out as 10 pence per mil. I haven't seen those separately, I only saw them as a set. So that price did go up and down on Amazon. And then the ones I made myself worked out as 5 pence per mil. That was taking into account the cost of the bottle as well. So definitely these work out the best, but I didn't think they were as strong. So I think I'd make them a bit stronger, which would obviously work out probably a little bit more expensive with the Sharpie pens. So there we have it. I will get everything ready, label everything up, and then we'll have a go. stay with me for the end result. Okay, so they've had 24 hours to dry, and I'm going to pop them out now and see what they look like. I've got a white piece of paper to lie down first so that I can see the colours, because obviously some of them look quite dark through this. So we've got the Pinata on white. So we've got a lot of white fall to the bottom, which is great. They're not that deep. Now if I did them in a much deeper mould, then we would see how deep they would go. But my purpose was to see how the colours mixed, whether the white did intersperse at all, which it did, and to see what happened to the colours. Because I do find that some of the colours, especially the purple and pink, when you mix them together, you get this awful brown colour. So this was one of the things I wanted to check. So we've got Pinata, and then we've got Pinata without the white. Now the reason I wanted to do this is some pieces I want to do, I just don't want white in. But can you, I don't know whether you can see that, can you see that looks brown? When you mix the purple, I think it's the purple because I don't get it with the blues on its own, but if you look through you get these beautiful purple, blue, and then all of a sudden brown. And that is the only thing I would say about the Pinata. Now I haven't used, this is why I want to try the alcohol inks, because I want purple and blues running into each other, I don't want brown. So this is the Dippon. I don't know how you say it. Dippon. I don't know how you say it, but this is the Dippon on white. Now these are pearl, so I know they're much paler, but that's really pretty. You can still see the blue and the purple. I wanted to do some bit of colour on its own and then some bit interspersed, mixed in the middle, to see how they mixed together for this very reason. And that's pretty, but all the white has sat on the bottom and all the colour has come, sorry, the white has sat on the top and the colour has sank to the bottom, which is kind of the opposite to what you expect alcohol inks to do. You use the white to push the colours down, but that didn't work at all. Whether that's because that was a pearl white, well, it says milky white, I don't know whether it's a pearl, but it seems more pearlescent than the others. But yeah, lovely, but not quite what I was looking for. So then we have the colours on their own. As you can see, not much different to that one, but with a clear top. I really do like these. When you mix them with they're very pretty. And when I've done work in the past and mixed them with other alcohol inks, they do shimmer really nicely. Now, I've not tried these ever before. This is the Sig Wong. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And this was with white. How bizarre. You can't see the white at all. It's made the colours, that's really pretty. The blues into the sort of the teal, into the purple, and the white is made a pink. But you can't see any of the white on the bottom. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I was expecting. There is, let me look. This is the set, and it does say, oh excuse me, it says white and advanced white. Perhaps I just tried the normal white. Normal white, perhaps the advanced white. Perhaps I should have used the advanced white. That will be something I will be trying, and I'll keep you updated on that. That will be something I'll try. This is, so then we've got this without. They're very pretty, but if you, very pretty, if you look carefully, you can see that brown appearing, but it is nowhere near as prominent as the Pinata. And if anybody has any idea why we get this funky colour when they mix, and which colours should I not mix, I'd be very appreciative, but that is much nicer. So I do like that aspect. The colours of the Sig Wong are lovely, but I don't know. I just find the white not sinking to the bottom is very weird. Okay, so this is my homemade one. So from this side, the colours are lovely. I love that purple. And on this side, it hasn't really mixed the colours. It's just kind of sat there on the bottom. So whereas you can see with this one, and this is titanium dioxide, remember. I don't know how they make the Pinata alcohol, whether they use titanium dioxide, I don't know. But can you see this is kind of, it's come through, but it hasn't brought the colour down. Whereas this, sorry, fingers, this has. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. Okay. And then just the colours. Ooh, really pretty. Oh, I love that. They have dispersed. Perhaps I should have used more. I didn't want to do too much in case it was just too saturated for the small piece. But I love the purple and blue. But if you look to the side, we still have that reflection of the light with a bit of brown. Okay, well that's certainly very interesting. It's not quite what I expected. The Pinata, definitely with the white, is a better outcome, because these just don't, if I want a white, I want it to be shown. However, I really am not happy with the Pinata, and this is what happens. I did a beautiful teddy bear. I'll show you actually, it's here. Really pretty teddy, and I loved the glitter and I loved the blue. This was blue, this was purple. When I hold it up to the light, it looks really pretty. But as you look at it, it's brown. And I'm like, what? That was beautiful purple before it dried. And we ended up with brown on this pinky kind of brown. So I'm really disappointed, but if you look through in the light, you can catch it was this beautiful purple colour. So I don't know, It seems to be worse when I mix pink with it, but I'm not sure. These, the Dippon, I love the glitteriness of them. I love the shimmer, but I'm really disappointed with that white. The Sig Wong, I love the colours. I think the colours came out much nicer than the Pinata. I mean, those are the equivalent colours. But again, the blue, the white in this just kind of mixed through the whole thing. It's got a really, I don't know if you can see that. If I hold it up, it's got like a ripple effect, as almost like the white tried to do something, but didn't. But I love the colour, but I think I'm going to work a little bit more with this set and use the advanced white. And I think I will work a little bit more with this and see where I can go. But all in all, that was really interesting actually, because my homemade colours, which were just made from Sharpie pens and alcohol ink, really pretty. I really like that. I'm not happy with the white I made. I can't seem to, but then I'm not quite sure. So what would be interesting is to use my homemade ones with the Pinata white and to see. But as you, I don't know whether you noticed in the video, the Pinata white, I don't know whether it's the same for all whites, but mine has dried up and clumped. So I had to get a pipette and drop. I tried it with a cocktail stick, didn't really work. So I tried it with a pipette, and I don't know, perhaps that's why I've got bigger clumps there. I love this. I love the way they dance. And these do look stronger. But, okay. So for now, we are, what did we say was the price of them? So, the Pinata are the most expensive. Definitely with the white, I love that. Really not happy with the purple. I'll have to investigate different colours, but I'm really not happy with the way that the purple turns brown. The Dipon are cheaper than the Pinata, but I'm not sure whether it's because I've just got the pearls. They're not as easily available. They're very pretty, but definitely I'd need to investigate some normal colours, not the pearls, because the pearls may just be not as strong and not as deep. This Sig Wong, love the colours, love the colour assortment. A little bit disappointed with the white. Again, I'm going to try the advanced. So these came out as much cheaper than these two. So if the advanced white works with these will be a really good buy. I'm really impressed with the colour selection. So we'll see. And if you can't afford to go for the sets of these, for the colours that come out, making your own is really interesting and worth a go. I think, again, as I said before, I'd make them slightly stronger, but I really like this, and it didn't go as brown as this one. See? I much prefer this to this. This is nasty. This is pretty. But my white wasn't really that successful with titanium dioxide, was it? It wasn't really, yeah, wasn't really the best. So, thank you very much. If you like and subscribe, that would be amazing. I really appreciate every one of you. And yeah, I think I'm going to have another little go, and I'll either attach it onto the end of this video, or I'll do another video, and we'll see how we get on with a little bit of tweaking. Thank you ever so much. Take care then. Bye bye. Okay, so it's me again. I couldn't resist. I had to go back and I had to check out the Sig Wong with the advanced white and my homemade colours with the Sig Wong advanced white. And so this is what was with the normal white, and this is with my homemade white. So as you can see, and then that's really pretty. You can see the colours through. It's not quite, just let me find it. It's not quite as dense, so perhaps I'd need to use more. I used the same amount, so the Pinata is obviously denser than the advanced white, but this is such a nice pretty effect, so I'm not quite sure. They both give different effects really, but I'm much pleased with this than the other one, because the other one, as you can see, didn't really do anything. Pretty, but didn't really do anything. And then this was my white, but this was I got a bit of glitter stuck in it there, sorry. Didn't realise that was in the mould. So this was my colours with the Sig Wong white, and it sank much better than theirs. I love this. My colours are more pastel, so I definitely think that the homemade alcohol inks do work. My white didn't work, but they do work, but I needed to make them stronger. So I was advised, I used an ounce of alcohol with 1 Sharpie pen. Now you can get bigger Sharpie pens, so perhaps a bigger Sharpie pen with 1 ounce, or I would probably just I would lower it down to about 20 mils and get a stronger look. But for a pastel colour, I mean, look at that, I love that. But everybody likes the other side, but I mean, I think that's beautiful. And let's have a look at the other side of that one. I mean, they are beautiful on the other sides, aren't they? I prefer these sides, to be fair. So there we go. Conclusion, mixed really. My white definitely didn't work very well. The Sig Wong white worked lovely with my colours. It worked nicely with this, but I think I'd have to use more. So yeah, it was a nice little experiment. I'm glad I did it. Mixed results, but at least now I've got a reference to work through. And it does prove that you don't have to have the most expensive alcohol inks to be able to use them in resin. There are other options. It just depends on what effects you want. Okay, thank you ever so much. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.